we are standing in front of the Church of All Saints in Hlohovec, so let's take a small look inside. All Saints, also called the Franciscan Church, is a very nice old church in Hlohovec. The church itself is connected with the building of Franciscan monastery. They were both built in year 1492, when the order of Franciscans was invited into Hlohovec by Rabbinate Hlohovec. The church has large interior space and great acoustics. The church was built in Gothic style base. Nowadays, we can also see Baroque and Renaissance details which have been added during the centuries. The church is located right next to the Ivan Kupec Grammar School in Hlohovec. You will surely enjoy visiting of this beautiful church.
In the 16th century, the importance of the monastery has risen a lot. A new philosophic school was set up in its interior, and so it became an important center of culture and education. Nowadays, the monastery still serves the Franciscans, who continue their religious affairs and increase the local religious life in the surrounding town.
Now we can see the building of Pitalex with the Church of the Holy Spirit.
It is situated on the right side of the river Ach when coming from the Divan motorway.
The building, popularly called Pitalex, is one of the most important and oldest monuments of Hlohovec. The originally Gothic appearance of the hospital and the church have not been preserved, as it was modified in the 18th century by Joseph Erdődy. The most architecturally significant, there are original windows in the south wall of the church.
At present, after extensive reconstruction, church ceremonies are being carried out in the church, and the parish office is located in the rest of the building. Today, the building serves as a pastoral center. It is intended mainly for children, young people and families.
So now we are entering the Castle Park. Behind me we can see the down gate of Castle Park and sycamores, which are more than 200 years old, and they were planted by the Count Joseph Erdődy.
In its area we can find many facilities, from whom the most monumental are the Empire Theatre and Jarez Castle. In the upper part of the park we can find terraced gardens with well-kept rectangular-shaped hedges and colorful flowers.
So now you can see French terraces in Hlohovec, a nice place to spend your free time.
The Empire Theatre is surrounded by a park, which is dominated by a bust of Beethoven. It is a nice place for relaxation.
Follow me and let's see what's inside.
The Empire Theatre is an important monument in Hlohovec, which was built in 1802 by Joseph Erdődy. Author of this building is considered to be Pietro Travaglia, who also made ceiling paintings and sculptural decorations on the facades. The theatre building probably served the needs of the Erdődy family until 1918. It belongs to the group of small private theatres which were built on their lands by members of the nobility in the second half of the 18th century and in the 19th century. However, all of them disappeared during the 19th and 20th centuries, so the theatre in Hlohovec is the only preserved example of the theatre of its kind in Slovakia.
The building also includes smaller rooms behind the stage and a spiral staircase leading to the actors' dressing rooms upstairs. At first, nomadic theatre companies played in them, which the nobility invited. Later on, the owners themselves performed on the stage. In fact, Ludwig van Beethoven also performed here. At present, the theatre can be rented for theatre performances, weddings or celebrations.
Right behind us stands the Hlohovec Castle, which is the most important historical monument of our town.
Hlohovec Castle is the most important historical monument of the town Hlohovec. The original medieval castle was built in the 11th century and it is first mentioned in the Zobor document from 1113. In 1275, King Vladislav IV donated the castle to the first feudal owner of the Abov family. From then, with short breaks, it belonged to a powerful feudal family until 1945. The Ulilaki, Turzo, Forgač and Erdődy families lived in the Hlohovec Castle. It was the Erdődy family who rebuilt the castle into a comfortable manor house.
It is a monumental Baroque castle on a strategic important place on a foothill of Považský Inovec. The castle has an irregular five-sided plan and consisted of an old inner and outer castle. Despite a large reconstruction into a Baroque representative residence, the castle has preserved the essence of a medieval, Renaissance extended castle. The castle is open all week and one lecture lasts 60 minutes. The tours are available in English, German and French. Also available is a virtual tour with 3D glasses which takes you back to the past. You will see how the noble families lived and spent time. With the help of tablets, you can see the unreconstructed spaces of the castle in direct confrontation with a fantastic graphic visualization of their original state.
We are standing in front of the tomb of the Erdődy family. If you want to visit it, go to the local church up to the hill and you can find it. It is the last resting place of the former owner of the Hlohovec manor, Count Imrich Erdődy, who died at the Hlohovec Castle on 14th of November 1925 at the age of 71. His wife Irma and son-in-law Jan Herdek are also in it. The chapel is the smallest sacral building registered in town's list of monuments. According to the inscription on the board, the sacral building was dated to 1802 and Count Joseph Erdődy was marked as the builder. The floor of the chapel is covered with sandstone paving and cryptstones with names of the aristocratic Erdődy family.
We are going to the Jewish cemetery. The Jewish cemetery is located on Nitrianska Street and climbs a gentle slope where it is connected to the town cemetery with Calvary. The cemetery itself can be divided into two parts: rare Jewish Baroque tombstones from the middle of the 19th century, and important grave sites are located in the area of the old cemetery.
Behind me we can see another church, the Church of the Saint Michael the Archangel, situated on the St. Michael's Square. It is a natural landmark of the town Hlohovec. One of the most famous historical monuments in Hlohovec is the Church of the Saint Michael the Archangel. It is standing in the middle of the main square, making it a natural landmark of the town. Part of the church is an ancient chapel attached to its northern wall. The church was built in the Gothic style, with massive tower with height of 45 meters and with the main Gothic entrance, which includes statues of 4 evangelists from the Baroque period. The main altar dates from 1910 to 1928 from carving workshop of the master Josef Selnach. Currently, the church is used for masses, marriages, and also the main tower is seasonally open to people to a height of 27 meters as a lookout tower with a view of the whole city.
We are standing in front of Hotel Jeleň. We can easily get here from the St. Michael's Church because it's on the same square.
Možno ešte raz by som išiel.
near the Hotel Jeleň. And come.
Točíme, môžeš pomyslieť.
Castle Park.
Dobre robíš bloopers. Ja spravím.
And let's see what's inside.